All right, it's 7:20 a.m. I'm here in Tianjin at the South Railway Station. My train to Qingdao leaves in like 45 minutes, so I'm here early. It is freezing outside. I think it's 14 degrees Fahrenheit right now, but it's pretty cold in this building. It's probably 30 in the building, maybe 40 degrees in the building. There's Chinese girls walking around with those peach leggings. In China, maybe it's just a 2025 trend or something, but there's like leggings. You can see this girl here's got them. Like tights, leggings that are like peach skin colored, and they wear them. And they're wearing them now when it's 18. Anyway, I woke up really early this morning, like 5:50, and got ready, got packed. The upload situation in hotels is crazy. Like, I think it took 37 hours or something to upload the last video, so it's very slow. I'm definitely not going to get all the videos uploaded by the time I leave China, which is all good. By the time I get back, I need to start working again, so they'll just be delayed, no big deal. But anyway, this train is like 3.5 hours long, which is way less than the longest. That's like half the longest train I took was almost 6 hours. I think it might have been 6 hours from Hangzhou to Xiamen. So the only problem with the long trains, I don't mind them at all. It's just everybody here is sick all the time. And so it's like a containment center, like a virus containment center in the cabins. In China, whenever you take a high-speed rail that's very long, so that's the only annoying part. But I found my new mask. I lost my other one. And the first thing you do in a train station when you get here is you look at the snack situation, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to get like a Diet Coke, and I see a Family Mart. So if you've watched my other videos, Family Mart is the best regular convenience store for snacks. The second is 7-Eleven. The reason that Family Mart is number one is they have the macadamia eggs. If you ever go to China, go to a Family Mart. Maybe I'll find them. If I find them in here, I'll film them. They do have them in Tianjin. They're macadamia nuts, and there's like a flour-coated wasabi flavor shell around the macadamia nut. So it's like an egg, and you eat the shell, and the inside is the macadamia nut. Anyway, they're awesome. And you can hear people coughing and sneezing on the camera, I'm sure, all over. It's like a war zone. And then the reason that 7-Eleven is good is because they have the magical snack, which I did find last night, and I ate it, and I was underwhelmed because I had built it up in my mind because I hadn't seen it since Shanghai, but it's very good. It's like a meat snack that they have there, and 7-Eleven always has like multiple diet soda options. You can get like Pepsi, and a lot of places don't have diet drinks. Like, it's all full sugar stuff, like tea that's full sugar, regular Coke, regular Pepsi. I saw a Mountain Dew once. So 7-Eleven's legit. And 7-Eleven here, like the hot snacks, I haven't had one yet, but they have like these rotisserie meat stick things that look really good, actually. Kind of like how they have wings at 7-Eleven and like egg rolls and stuff. They have that here, but it's all like Chinese rotisserie barbecue style stuff. So anyway, snack shopping. Yeah, so this Family Mart is awesome. So these are the macadamia eggs here. The wasabi flavor was macadamia. These things, I haven't seen this yet. The beans and the nuts, I'm gonna get one of these too. But this thing, it's $2 here. That's actually pretty expensive for the eggs. Those are awesome. So we get those every time, get them. They actually have both of the ultimate snacks. This is the only time it's ever happened. These are the ultimate beef strips, right here. This is number one snack, this is number two snack. You always get these when you see. So I have some in my bag here already that I bought in Tianjin. These and these. These are like $3 here just for this one. This is an expensive snack store as far as Chinese prices go. These are like basically Western prices here, but these are awesome and these are really good too. So I was checking the weather. It's 18 degrees here right now, but it's only 26 in Qingdao. I thought it was going to be warmer. So it might be another super cold day. That's fine. The prices for hotels in Qingdao is the most expensive of the trip. I think it's probably because it's a little bit warmer and it looks like it's broken into two cities basically. Kind of like how a lot of people live in like Jersey City or Hoboken who live in New York. It's like that. Like Qingdao is a peninsula kind of, I guess, and there's this big bridge that goes to like a commuter city called Qingdao. And Qingdao is cheaper and Qingdao is more expensive, but I just we're only staying there I need to stop saying we. Somebody pointed that out in the comments. I guess it's because I have this camera and I don't know. I am going to stay in Qingdao and just sprung for like a cool hotel because I'm staying there one night, right? If I was staying there 5 nights, I'd get a cheaper hotel, but one night it's no big deal. And it's like in this Olympic Center, and I guess the cool area there is called May 4th Square. So I'm gonna check that out for sure. Gonna look at the beach. It's really close to the beach. It's called a Yacht Club Hotel or something. So it should be pretty cool. I'm a little bummed that it's not gonna be warmer. It's still below freezing in Imperial temperature. 32 is freezing. So it's gonna be like in the 30s probably while I'm there. And Yantai, the last city I go to, is even colder. So it is what it is. And then obviously Beijing is the coldest city for sure that I've been to. It was, even though the temperature was higher in Beijing, it felt way colder than Tianjin. So this is just North China, right? It's like the Siberian plain is just pushing all the cold air down, just exactly like in Chicago, right? It gets all that cold air from the lake in Canada and stuff. Anyway, I'm ignorant with meteorology, so I probably just butchered the entire reason why it's cold. But anyway, it doesn't start getting warm until like Shanghai, basically. So next trip I take in China, if it's in the winter, I'm gonna do the whole southern China, right? Like Shenzhen. I don't know if I'll do Hong Kong. I don't really care to go to Hong Kong. I'm not sure why. But I would definitely do Shenzhen and Macau and all that. Would be pretty cool. Like southern China in the winter. And I don't think I'd ever be able to go to China, at least not while I'm working like 9 to 5 in the summer. I just don't have like 3 weeks off to justify a China trip. I would do like Japan in the summer. I might actually do that. I was thinking about what's the next trip I should do to film and stuff, and I think Japan, Singapore, Vietnam, those would all be pretty cool. I don't think I would do Indonesia. Maybe Australia. Australia would be pretty cool. It's really big and it's really expensive. Everything in Australia is like crazy expensive. So New Zealand would be cool for sure. New Zealand would be cool. I don't know if they have the type of infrastructure though that the North Asian countries have. Like Japan and China, you can get everywhere really easily. So anyway, I'm just sitting here waiting for my train. I'm kind of up here in the top area, because the waiting area literally sounds like a hospital waiting room. It's just everybody's coughing and sneezing. It's crazy. I didn't think that I was a germaphobe until I came here. I wasn't like weird about germs until it's like, okay, this is unbelievable. Like, so for example, this morning, I go to the lobby to check out. There's 3 people in the lobby, me and 2 people who work at the counter. Both the people who work at the counter are coughing and sneezing. Then I get in the cab, that guy is coughing and sneezing. As soon as I walk out, in the drop-off area, there's a man walking from, I don't know, the parking lot or something, and he's maybe 10 feet from my door. The second that I get out of the car, this guy sneezes right in front of the door. So it's like that. It really is like that in China. At least in maybe it's cold season in and more people are sick or whatever, but it's like, it genuinely feels like more than 50% of the people in China are sick wherever you go. So if you go into a subway, if you go into a building, it's just people coughing, and half the people are coughing and sneezing, and they don't cover their mouth or anything, it's just into the air. So it's an absolute miracle that I was only sick for like 2 days during the trip. And I think I was sick in Xiamen. But anyway, I'm not going to be negative about the trip. I got the macadamia eggs and the ultimate meat snack. That's like, this has never happened. This is the stars aligning as far as snacks go. So I'm going to try to not eat them on the train. I've been somebody mentioned that I need to eat more, so I have been, and now I feel like I'm eating way too much. I'm just like snacking and having lunch and all that. And they give you so much rice here. If you get any meal, you get a ton of rice. Like I ordered mei tuan last night, and all the dishes came, and each dish was like this gigantic mound of rice, and you could like dump it was actually pretty good, stir fry kind of deal. But yeah, I'm just waiting. My train is like 3rd. Okay, I could probably board now, so I'm gonna try to do that. This guy right here keeps like performative yawning every like 30 seconds, really loud, yawning for like 4 or 5 seconds straight. Like it's definitely a fake yawn, really loud yawn, performatively. It's pretty funny. So the beans and nuts thing that I got earlier, it's eggs, just like the macadamia eggs. So this company makes these egg snacks, which are amazing. I think a lot of the public behavior, especially like in trains and on the subway, is performative. Like, it happens so frequently when you're on a train that, especially with men, they'll like have a really loud speakerphone conversation, like this guy, or the guy who's yawning really loud. Like, I think it's like a performative, like, give me attention kind of thing, because there's no other way to explain it. Like, it's not happening when people are just walking down the street. Occasionally you'll see like an very older person on speakerphone, probably because their hearing is not very good, but like the screaming, yelling conversation on the phone, like this guy, I think he just wants people to know that he's having a phone call or something. It's very weird. Man, this guy's unbelievable. He keeps like stretching his arms up and then putting his elbow on the seat neighbor next to his seat and like rocking the guy's seat. That would really bother me if somebody was doing that for 3 hours. The rudeness is crazy. Okay, it's cold, but it doesn't feel nearly as cold as Tianjin. Hopefully, when I get close to the water, it's not way more cold, but it looks like there's a ton of stuff to do in Qingdao, and there's a Olympic sailing center, and I love sailing, so I'm definitely going to check that out. I just got to say though, on that train, there is clearly a problem with public rudeness in China. It just is. It's not a cultural difference. It's, there are universal rules for rude behavior, and people don't follow them here. But I gotta say, that took the cake. These two guys in front of me, I felt like I was in a Saturday Night Live skit or something. Like I was on candid camera. The one guy kept going, ooh, yawning as loud as he could, literally every 30 seconds for 3.5 hours. And then the other guy, honestly, at some point I thought this must be this dude's wife sitting next to him. But like, the way that he's behaving in that chair, leaned all the way back. It was leaned all the way back, and he kept smashing it back to try to get it farther. And I felt bad for the girl next to me, And he kept like leaning into and putting his elbow on the chair next to him. And I was like, this guy must be married to this woman. Nope. It was a stranger. So it was like they were competing with who could be the most disruptive. And man, if that guy was sitting next to me, it would have been a problem. I would have to say something. But I'm glad to be off of that train. Nobody was, well, less people were sick than the Hangzhou to Xiamen train, but I was ready to get the hell out of there after 3.5 hours of those two. It was unbelievable. I cannot think of a time in the United States where there was a non-homeless person behaving like that, and two of them for that long. It's incredible that there's no analogy to that for people who are actually like normal members of society behaving that rude to the people next to them. You see it occasionally, but not in the concentration that I've been seeing it recently. A beach city. The subway is right here, so I'm gonna explore for a little bit, and then I'll just come back to the subway. This looks like a really cool place, and there's a million things to do. The Olympic Sailing Center, there's like 3 parks near my spot, and I forgot to mention, or maybe I did mention, it's New Year's Eve. So I think that the May 4th Square and the Beer Street are the 2 best bets for them doing something on New Year's Eve. I have no idea what to expect on Chinese New Year's Eve, because this is like the actual astronomical, well, it's not astronomical, it's maybe it's a Western New Year's Eve. There's a Chinese New Year's Eve that's different. I'm sure I'm insulting somebody by not knowing exactly what the difference is between the two, but obviously China is going to celebrate Chinese New Year's. Whether or not they celebrate this New Year's, I'm not sure, but I really hope they do. And I think that the May 4th Square might be like the big spot where they might have a screen or a countdown or something. I'm gonna look for it. It's definitely cold. It's not nearly as cold as Tianjin, at least right here. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna have to wear gloves. It's like gloves and double jacket cold, but it's not just like biting, oppressive cold like it was in Beijing and Tianjin. But here's like a cool courtyard. I can smell the sea, I think. I think there's water on the other side of this wall here. This is like the Western train station. Like McDonald's, Starbucks, KFC, 7-Eleven. Obviously got to check for the snack situation. These are new. This might be a Qingdao thing. Wasabi almond. Obviously getting these. These are pretty good. They got a lot of sugar in them, but it's the same brand. Wasabi. These are $1. You're only getting 2 of those. Let's see what else they got. So these have the like the skin on them. These cashews. It's actually pretty good. I ate them while I was on the Great Wall. They're very good. And then we don't have the super snack. I should have got more at the train station. Oh well. We got these anime beef. The snack situation in China is 10 out of 10. Excellent. If you're like because beef jerky and stuff like that in the United States, it's like $15 at a gas station or something. But here it's like infinity meat snacks for like $1. Real good. Okay, a snack review time outside of this 7-Eleven. I'm in the middle of this underground tunnel for the metro. By the way, this cha means tea in Chinese. That's like Starbucks here. They're everywhere. So this is the wasabi almond. It's just like a powder. Let's see. There's definitely sugar. It's like a mint wasabi. It kind of tastes like xylitol. If you ever, when you chew like minty gum, it tastes like cold. It's like that. It's pretty good. Not a real wasabi flavor. Tastes like mint honey. Mint honey. It's good. Like another small note about the rudeness behavior, like just now, right? I was trying to find a place to throw away my trash from the wasabi almonds at the Starbucks. So I go throw it away to Starbucks. As I'm leaving, there's a girl who's gonna walk in. She's like, I don't know, 15 feet away. So I hold the door open. And she stands in the doorway after she walks in, like confused if I'm walking in or not. Because it's so uncommon for people to hold the door open for somebody else. They just slam it in your face. So I think it's a condition of how often you're in crowds that just as a survival mechanism, you just can't be concerned about what everybody else is doing, right? It's just inefficient. You're walking around, there's a million people everywhere. You can't constantly hold the door open or things like that. But being concerned about your effect on other people, if you're loud or behaving in a way that actually interferes with them being able to just do their own thing, that's when it's actually what I'm saying, it's rude. It's like that. Like the guy sitting in front of me, right? He's not just minding his own business, he's making everybody else's situation worse by the way that he's behaving. So I don't mean this as like saying a negative thing. I don't want to make a negative video, but like I say in my other videos, these are for me mainly, these videos, I'm not going to be some famous YouTuber. So I want to remember when I watch these, what I was thinking, what I experienced. And so I'm just documenting everything that I see, hear, think, stream of consciousness style. So I didn't realize that other people are going to watch it. I'm sure some of the things that I say, especially I have a feeling that it's not uploaded yet as the time of me saying this, but when I talk about the group selection theory, the male aggression thing, I think people are going to be offended by some of those things because I'm making a statement about cultural differences between two countries. But I'm just talking about things that I see and think, so it's all good. I'm sure I'll hear about it in the comments, but it's just things like this that I notice, right, as I go about this vacation. Anyway, I need to take the metro so that I don't burn the daylight. So I'm walking to the metro. I'm in the metro, paid for it already, to go to the hotel area, and I see that this scenic area is right here. So I'm going to get off the metro thing and go to the scenic area and check that out because it's supposed to be awesome. And then I'll head to the hotel, check in, and move on from there. There was a cop here, and I think he might have spoke Cantonese. He said, "Where are you from?" And I said, well, he asked me something, and I couldn't understand, and then he had me read the Chinese, and it was in Mandarin. And I said, 我是美国人. And he said, "Don't speak Mandarin, please speak Chinese," which I did not understand that at all. And then there was a Chinese woman there, and I said, 你听懂吗? 美国人? She said, "Yeah, USA." And he didn't understand it, so I don't know if he was like messing with me or it's very strange. I mean, obviously I have terrible Chinese, but 美国人, they seem to hear my pronunciation with that. Wow, look at this. Reminds me kind of Xiamen. I'm so happy that it's not as cold as Tianjin. The water's black. Haibian means seaside. Haibian. There's a guy swimming in the freezing cold water. Everybody's going to this pier. I just talked to my mom and my dad. My mom is mortified that the Diet Cokes don't exist and that all the drinks are unrefrigerated. That's the thing that she's the most concerned about. Nothing else would bother her, except for she loves Diet Coke, and she likes them when they're really super cold. So I can't believe that guy jumped. So that guy jumping in is not as crazy as the Tianjin jump. Tianjin, the river was literally frozen, and the guy jumped in, which is insane. I also have not seen a city bike here, so this might be like Chongqing. They might not have city bikes here. They won't eat this guy's food. Okay, time to head back to the metro. It's like almost 1 p.m. So I need to get my stuff in the hotel room, and then I'm gonna hit like a bunch of places today on the itinerary because it's actually tolerable here, and I want to see everything. So there's a bunch of really cool stuff, and I think I don't know how crowded it's gonna be at the New Year's Eve thing, if anything, but if it's gonna be super crowded, I need to get there at like 9 or something. I don't know, but who knows? Maybe there'll be nobody there, and I'll just be the only one. So, wow! I just saw the first guy I've ever seen in China vaping. I've been in China for almost 20 days, and I saw the first guy ever vaping. Because vaping is everywhere in the United States, so it's mostly smoking here. So they must allow vaping because there's cops everywhere. People don't mess around with small misdemeanors and try to get away with them here. So if it was not allowed, that guy wouldn't have pulled it out and did it in front of all those cops for sure. What a cool city so far. This is great. I'm glad I came here. This was the most expensive hotel of my entire China trip. So this was almost $80 for this hotel. And to put it in perspective, that hotel I stayed at in Tianjin, which is arguably the nicest hotel I stayed at, was $31 or something. And then the hotel I stayed at in Chongqing, which was really nice, in the middle of everything, was like $26 or something. So there were cheaper hotels away from the May 4th Square, but as far as Western prices go, you'd have to pay triple this hotel to get anything that's even remotely like acceptable. Like, I don't think you could get a $150 hotel in a city in the United States that's near anything remotely interesting. I don't even think you could get a bad hotel for that much. Like, for example, I stayed in South Florida at like a La Quinta or something, and it was like $250 or something like that. So it's still way cheaper here, and it might be because it's winter. I need to look into that. Like, how much would these have cost if I was here during some kind of peak season, like spring or something? Anyway, on to the hotel. It also looks like right here near the boardwalk, there's a whole car-free zone. which is really convenient. Also, look at this crazy Pepsi I found. It's like a Neapolitan ice cream. It's 0 sugar, so I don't know if it has a different flavor or not, but it's pretty cool looking. Yeah, it's really good. It's like, I think it is ice cream flavor, like Neapolitan. Is that how it was called? The 3 flavor ice cream. It's good. I've never seen this in America. I haven't seen anybody riding Meituan or Hello Bikes, so they might not have them here. That kind of sucks, because it's very flat, but they might just not have like bike infrastructure or something, because they weren't over near the beach, and I don't see them over here. And this is the main location on trip.com, the May 4th Square region. So, oh look, here's these fake bags that everybody in America has been asking me about. Here's another guy vaping. So Qingdao must have more people vaping, because I've never seen it in any other city, and I've seen it twice now here. It's interesting. This whole sidewalk for quite a bit now has had cars like all parked up on the sidewalk. I don't know if this is like there's like a used car thing, or you parallel park like this or something. I'm not sure. I haven't seen this in another city. Also, I saw 2 more guys vaping. So Qingdao is the vaping city. So this is gonna look awesome at night. You can see these are all lights all in them. So I think that's the Olympic Training Center, and it says the hotel is in it. It might be inside of it, or that might be it. I think that's it over there. I'm pretty sure that's it. That looks like the pictures from the trip.com thing. So I think it's literally inside of this Olympic Center. I think the hotel is inside of this. Okay, so they have sailboats all over here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I sail. So this is cool. And this loud music's gonna go all night. I guess they have a New Year's thing, so maybe the New Year's gala here would be the way to go. But the first thing I'm gonna do is check this out. This is pretty sweet. And oh, they have like a big concert thing over there. Awesome. So the downside of this city, Qingdao, is they do not have the rental bikes anywhere. I asked at the hotel. So that's kind of a bummer. It's really, really a great way to get around. I don't mind taking DDs, but it is slower than the bikes, because it takes, 5 to 10 minutes for the DD to get to you. And there's traffic occasionally, so that's a bummer. So anyway, I'm gonna transfer my stuff from my big backpack to my little backpack that I walk around with, and then get the hell out of here, because I want to see this. So I should probably show the room. This is the room. I paid $71 for it. It's kind of a lot with the scale of economics in China for hotel rooms. It's the most I paid. The bathroom's really nice. Look at this robot toilet. What the hell is this thing? shower is good. It's got the rain thing. That is really loud. But they did give me a good view. This is pretty sick. Good thing I brought my noise canceling headphones, huh? Jeez, that's loud. There's a boat here. It's time to head to May 4th Square. So it's just right along this seaside walkway path. So I'm really close to it. This is like the best location hotel. As long as that concert doesn't go like all night, it's all good. But if it's up till like 3 in the morning, that would suck. I think this might be the Maritime Museum here on the left, which is supposed to be really cool. Maybe I'll backtrack and check that out. But here's the Olympic sailing. Pretty cool. Also, when I want to mention that when I say those like small criticisms of some of the behavior with on the trains and things like that, I just want to sort of mention that China is very safe, and not having to worry about your physical safety is way more important than whether or not some dude puts his elbow on your chair and talks loudly on the phone, right? So if we're comparing the USA and China, or the West and China, like in the USA and the West, I saw a video, some guy was just doing what I'm doing in China, but he was doing it in Lisbon, Portugal, and these guys were about to stab him. So just keep in mind that when I sort of nitpick some of the behavior in China, I am never in danger of being stabbed or killed or robbed, where that is the case in the United States. If you were a Chinese person and you tried to do what I'm doing now, which is just kind of naively wandering around wherever I decide to at night in places that I have no idea where I am, if you tried to do that in as many cities in America, you would probably be the victim of a crime. Like if you went to Baltimore, right, or Chicago, and you just wandered into neighborhoods that you thought were interesting at night and walked around in alleys and stuff, you're in danger. So I don't want people to take it the wrong way when I say criticisms of China. Like I said, these are mostly for me to just remember what I was thinking while I was in China. But other people are watching these, and I appreciate that. And I do want to sort of measure my words with the statement I just made, where China has something that we in the West do not have. And it is far more important than whether or not people are sneezing or spitting or somebody's loud. It is way more important to feel like you can take the train in your town and arrive where you want to safely. And if you get lost, you don't need to worry about whether you're going to die. So I just want to say that. Anyway, with that being said, what a beautiful city. I almost wasn't going to go to these last two places. I was going to be in Beijing the whole time. And wow, am I glad I did. It's obviously very cold, and it will be cold tonight for sure. But this view, this is like Florida, basically. Florida, you know, where I go, has piers like this and a marina with boats. Looks like there's a lot of Juno-looking boats, or Benettos. Those may actually be Benettos, or a similar Chinese brand. It's very, very nice. How cool to be to sail here. Looks like this guy's got his boat docked here. You could sail today. I mean, look at the flags there. It's probably blowing like 6 knots maybe. It's not a ton of wind, but there's some. And I bet when you get out there past this marina and this wind shadow here that this mall or whatever is blocking. I wonder if they have cheesy boat names like they do in America. Like anchors away and stuff like that. Lured wind or something. This is interesting. So it's Russian and Chinese. This is the first time I've seen that. So I don't know that character, but that means island. Yao, sea, and that's Nin, like formal U, I think. Something island. There's a big obelisk at the end of that pier. I guess if I walk all the way down this path here, it gets to May 4th Square, which sort of looks like it's getting close to the skyline there, which I bet this looks awesome at night.
欢迎光临美国加州牛肉面大王，牛肉面、海鲜面、海潮捞饭，特色料价。
What a cool city. I wonder if you just fill your own beer. Look at that. Blueberry, grape, whatever the hell that is. It's like fruit beer. 你好。你好。啤酒。打吧。不喝啤酒。我不喝啤酒。Let's see if they sell eggs here, just fried egg. They sell like a hard-boiled egg. I kind of just want like 5 eggs. So that was a very strange experience. I asked if they had just cooked eggs. I was like, I mean, I don't have perfect pronunciation, but I think it was like, Ni man chu shou, shu ji dan ma. And I was just scanning the app. But I was doing my own thing. I didn't say anything to anybody until they came over, and everybody in the store was just staring at me like this. So I don't think there's a lot of foreigners here, and I wasn't even filming, so it wasn't the camera. People look at me strange when I have the camera sometimes, but I wasn't even filming. So I think it's just like very uncommon to see foreigners here in the winter, or something. I'm not sure, but. No eggs. I want some eggs. Those are those peach leggings. It's 29 degrees or something right now, and they wear them. It's crazy. Maybe they're like insanely warm or something. I cannot imagine that that's the case. Check out this little dog. Ka'ai. 你好. 他怕. 不怕. 他一点怕. 不怕. Hello. 他怕. I said, I think he's a little scared of me. And he said, no, not scared. Okay, I can't get an egg, but I'm getting one of these corn dogs. This is what I'm talking about. It's like I think it's pork. It's a pork dog, and they rub it in these spices to cook after they cook it. So this one was only 3 RMB, but it's super duper undercooked. I don't know if I should eat it. Can you eat these raw? You could eat hot dogs raw because it's already cooked. I have no clue if you can eat this raw. Maybe I'll toss it. It's not worth getting sick for 3 RMB. That's like not even 50 cents. I believe this red installation, statue, I don't know what you call that, is part of the May 4th Plaza thing. So I'm very close. And these are all little rocks. Ni hao. Look at these little beach villa things over here. What a cool city. I bet this place is awesome in the summer. It's probably packed though. But man, if you like to sail, I bet this is a friggin' sweet place to live. There's not a ton of other private marinas I've seen. So I don't know how hard it is to get your boat in that Olympic marina, but I bet it's not cheap. Because normally big sailing meccas like San Diego, you can go to Long Beach. They have like a million marinas. I mean, Florida, like the whole state is a friggin' marina. And you can, it's not cheap, but you know, if you want to put your boat somewhere, you can. But here, I'm sure it's seriously regulated by the Chinese government or something. I'm not quite sure. Also, I don't know what this thing is. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I'll try to get closer, but it's not a lighthouse and it's not a buoy. And it's not a water treatment plant like they have in Chicago. Right here. This thing. Something in the water there. I've never seen something like that.
请勿下海。市民游客朋友，游玩请注意安全，大风大浪天气，请勿下海。
So this whole area is May 4th Square, so they're not setting up like they are at the Olympic sailing thing. So I think where my hotel is the spot to be for New Year's. This guy's got a little model home or something. Yeah, where I am, they got a big setup concert deal, so there's police here because there's probably going to be a lot of people, but I don't see like a big any kind of installation or something. Oh. 穿衣服。
穿衣服，对。
他穿衣服。
穿衣服。拜拜。
Maybe this person has more cooked dogs. So this is the May 4th Square, and the next place I'm going is called Badaguan. So I was gonna take a taxi, but it's the maps say that it's just straight up this path that's been really cool. So I'll just keep walking up this and see what I can see. And go to Badaguan. Eventually I'll have to take a taxi or two. But for now, this is I like walking on this little seaside path thing. Maybe we can find some jidan. Also, I was talking to my dad and he was asking me where I am, because he has been to China a ton of times, but only Shanghai and Beijing. And I told him, oh yeah, it's like in the high 20s here. And he's in Florida, and he said it's going to be in the 30s in Florida tonight. So even if I was home, and I'm north of him in Florida, a couple hours north, so it would have been this cold in Florida. So it's cold everywhere. But what a cool place to spend New Year's Eve, huh? Qingdao, China. I bought another one that looks way better for 3 RMB. When I was in Xiamen, I was trying to find this cannon fort that was on this beach during sunset. It was beautiful, but they had these little food stands here, fried food stands in Xiamen, and it's a lot. Every place in China has a lot of the same stuff, like the big meat stick, these corn dog things I just ate, the fried gluten thing, but and sometimes they have fish balls, but the only time I ever saw this one thing, it's in the Xiamen video. It was like a fried chicken ball or something. And it looked so good, and I should have got it. I almost did, and then I kept walking, but if I see that again here, I'm getting it. Because these fried things, like in the United States we used to, I don't know what they're called everywhere else, but we used to call them firefighter fairs. And it's like a traveling fair that goes to, a ton of different towns. And they sell fried foods, like sometimes they'll have frog legs or the elephant cakes, corn dogs, stuff like that. And it's, all right. It's really rich. And it's you eat like, one of them a year or something. Some guy is whipping, I gotta film this. They're whipping these things in the square here, making this loud crack noise. Anyway, but that kind of food is ubiquitous here in China, but it's way better here. Like those corn dog things are really good. And the big meat sticks are good. All of it's like awesome. So if I was in China, I'd probably have a problem eating that crap all the time, but wow, I'm gonna film this. This is nuts. Whoa. They've got these spinning tops and they're whipping them. This guy's real good at it. It makes a crack. Look at that. It's humming. It's spinning so fast. Whoa. You shipping? Ni shipping? Whoa.
没事。转了一圈，好了好了。
I'll film you. Wow, that was fun. It was hard. This guy's got the technique. Wow. That cracking noise. 对，谢谢. That was cool. You can still hear those guys cracking that spinning top thing. This little kid is good. He was kick flipping down that staircase. It's kind of a happy coincidence that they didn't have the bike so far, because just walking along this pier has been awesome. Otherwise I would have been, you know, on the road kind of missing all of this. I would have never done the whip crapping top thing or seen those kids skateboarding. Look at the view, it's crazy. Those urchins are expensive as hell in America. If you order them at a restaurant, just pick them up here, fry them up on the beach. These girls are out of their minds wearing the leggings like that. It's cold. It's not Tianjin cold, but it is cold. I'm wearing 2 jackets and gloves. Little guys. And Kai. I wonder if they're going to release these balloons. I have a feeling they are. It really drops in temperature once you walk away from that seaside sidewalk. It's way colder over here. There's like a mall or something in here. It's a bike store. A Pinarello bike store. I think I might waste 5 minutes in this mall to warm up a little bit. It's not like Tianjin, but it is a little chilly for sure. Once I left the sea walkway thing, it got pretty cold. fencing club. This area reminds me of when I got off the train to Hangzhou. Like the same setup for apartments here. It's very similar. This is very close to that seaside walkway too. This would be a very nice place to live. So I found a totally different company that also sells the macadamia eggs. This could be a good find. These are better. They're better than the other ones. Not like a crazy difference, night and day, but these are very good. I would imagine in the summer this road is gorgeous with all these trees filled out with leaves. I bet it looks a lot like Hangzhou. Hangzhou had this kind of sidewalk here where they build the sidewalk to where the trees are. Really cool. This is a beautiful city, beautiful. This little neighborhood here, this seaside neighborhood. So the strange thing is, this here, this white rectangle, this is like where you would park the rental bikes, but it's just for mopeds and personal craft. But they've got a setup here to do the bikes. I just need to get them. There's some kind of park here in this neighborhood. Taiping Lao Park. Taiping Lao Park, apparently. See, if you take a taxi, you miss 100% of all the stuff I've seen. All of it. Oh, this is Badaguan. Okay. I just stumbled into where I was supposed to be going anyway. It almost looks like it's set up for a race, like you see for 5Ks and stuff. So Da means big, Guan means like relationship or to close something. Like Guan is like close the door, Guan men. Ba, I don't remember. It's like big relationship or something. Something big relationship. I'm gonna see what's up here. Ni hao. Ni hao. You can camp here or something. So I guess this keeps going even further. I looked on the map and the Badaguan scenic area is further away, so it's like a huge park over here right off the side of the ocean. Really cool. Ni hao. I was just thinking in my head, is this the best city I've visited? And all of them were great except for I did not care for Beijing. And Gubeku, that doesn't count. That's the Great Wall. But the only thing holding this city back is the rental bikes. If it had the rental bikes, this would be the best city ever. But they don't have them, so it's still great. It's very, very, very nice city. But with the rental bikes, it would be chef's kiss. Maybe they'll get them. It might not even be up to them. It might be up to Meituan, right? If they don't think that you've got the situation to turn a profit, then they might not put the bikes there. But there's 3 major rental bike companies. There's Didi, Meituan, and Hello Bike. And I can't imagine that all 3 of them combined would say they're not interested. Especially if the other 2 are not competing in that city. So it might be up to the city to say, hey, look, you can't have the bikes here. We don't want that all over the sidewalks, and we don't have the infrastructure to have people cycling everywhere. Who knows? But if this city had Meituan bikes, it might be better than Hangzhou. It might. Or Shanghai, Hangzhou, and Qingdao so far are just really worth going to. Obviously, if people are going to China, they'll almost certainly go to Shanghai. But if you're going to like a less touristed city, I don't know what the verb is, but most people are going to do Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Beijing, and Shanghai, right? Those are like the cities that most people almost certainly go to. But Hangzhou and Qingdao are really worth it. And they're great cities. Absolutely amazing. Also, don't tell anybody, but I got another one of these. It's New Year's Eve, give me a break. I'm allowed to eat 2 corn dogs. taking another detour. This is not the direct route to Badaguan, but obviously I got to walk across this path thing here on the side of this cliff. This guy on the rocks over there, maybe I'll do that. I don't know if you can see, but this guy's up on this rock fishing. It's weird that these rocks don't look weathered at all. I don't think these came out of the ocean. I think they were dropped here by a truck or something. He's jealous because they get to play and run. Looks like this is a place where everybody brings their dogs out. All the dog people are bringing their dogs to this pier. This one's afraid. This fluffy white one. He says, hell no. I'm not going out there, Mom. guy's got some kind of VR thing going on. Okay, I ended up wandering way past where I was supposed to go. It's just such a beautiful scene. So now I gotta turn around a little bit. And I think it's up a hill. Badaguan. We still haven't gone there yet. It's up a hill. Oh, and there's sailboats over there. Okay, I'll check that out and then I promise I'll go to Badaguan. I gotta see what's over here. This road, it has got to be unbelievably cool in the summer. You know it is. With these overhanging trees like this, I bet it's awesome. Also, I was just thinking about like losing time by exploring and walking and not riding bikes. Today is New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna be kind of up late walking around anyway, so it's probably better if I burn some time by exploring, because it's going to be easy to run out of places that I need to go and then have to go to the New Year's Eve thing. There's a bay here and it goes over to this other beach, and that almost looks like an island, but it's not. All those big extensive houses on that cliff. This neighborhood reminds me a little bit of like Presidio in San Francisco. Not as affluent, but kind of like the layout and the trees are the same kind of trees, I think. But I think I made it to Badaguan. It's hard to tell. It's almost like this whole neighborhood is like the Badaguan neighborhood, because there's kind of just like a little park here, and I think that this like technically is the scenic area, but I'm pretty sure I just walked all around Badaguan is what I was doing. So the next place I'm going is called Signal Mountain. So if I take a cab, it's like 22 minutes away. If I walk, it's like 45 minutes. So right now it's almost 5 p.m. So I'm just gonna walk it. I have time to burn. There's about 4 other things that I'm interested in doing. None of them are like ticketed, where it would close at like 5 p.m. or something like that. So I'm going to go to Signal Mountain. Then I'll probably, I think, have to take a taxi to the next spot after that. Then there's more of like a pedestrian, like bar, restaurant area I want to check out. That's where I'll probably eat some dinner. And then there's 3 spots that I can go to that are not, if I miss one, basically it's not a huge deal. So I'm just gonna have those in my pocket, basically, metaphorically, and whenever it's about time to go back to the New Year's Eve area, I'll go there. It'll probably be a zoo, so I won't be able to taxi, so I'll probably just take the metro, however long that takes. And I can always just go back to my hotel as home base, because it's literally, you saw it, right? It's right there. So I can always just, if it's freezing cold, I'll just chill in the hotel for a little bit, warm up, and then when it looks like it's popping off, I'll just walk out. Take me, 5 minutes to get down there. So pretty cool plan. I have a long time left. I have like at least 5 hours to just do whatever, and then do whatever and eat dinner, and then be back at the hotel area with the Olympic sailing situation. So you can already see the traffic for New Year's, and all these cops are heading over there to... I can't imagine there's going to be much disorderly conduct, right? China is just so safe, right? Well, I guess this is a beer city, and there's going to be a lot of people drinking, so maybe something will go down. Just some guy got, drank too much or something, starts acting crazy, but it's going to be fun. I should have predicted that there was going to be a big New Year's Eve thing, because all the cities I went to, there's all this New Year's 2026 stuff going on, so I'm an idiot for even questioning it. I mean, why would they have those? I mean, when we were in, I need to stop saying we. When I was in Chongqing, there was that, on Nanbin Road, there was all that stuff for New Year's Eve. And near Anshan Bridge, there was all that New Year's Eve stuff, so. And in Tianjin, yesterday, in the Italian village area, a bunch of New Year's Eve stuff, so. Obviously, I must have just like not stored it in my brain or something. Anyway, on to the mountain thing. Okay, the taxi idea might not be the move. It looks like the traffic is seriously picking up for New Year's, so it might be slower, but I might need to take the metro after Signal Mountain. Maybe it's just this road, but I wouldn't be surprised if this whole area is going to be like a gridlock, and it's only 5. It's just going to get worse. Okay, the hoods are up. It's getting cold for sure. It's still not as cold as Tianjin. I'm still fine. It's just my ears and my face are kind of getting cold. And I've seen a lot more people with their hoods up with scarves on. Maybe I'll buy a scarf if I see a little shop selling them, because it's getting cold. I have a suspicion that little pagoda is Signal Mountain with people on it. Pretty sure. Okay, new plan is take the metro. It's only like 1 or 2 stops, but it's getting pretty cold. So there's like a tiny bit of snow falling, a very, very tiny little bit, but you could see everybody pointing at it when I was there at the little stoplight. I think so. I got the hood on, so it's hard to see, but I could see things falling out of the ground and people pointing and saying, oh. Okay, so I got some more snacks because I'm a fat bastard. I got this protein bar that has less sugar in it than the other ones. The macadamia eggs, they had something like it. It was cashew eggs, but spicy, which looks good. And then I got this thing called mushroom crisps. That's like dried up mushroom. That sounds pretty good. So I'll try those tonight before I head to the New Year's thing. I'll try them in the room or something. I wonder if you need a ticket. I have super night mode turned on, so it might look brighter, but it's really dark. It's kind of hard to see the steps. Looks like the top is closed. You can't get into the tower. I think that's why it was free to get in. There's a cafe. You can't see much from not from the peak thing. It's closed. It's hard to see. It's hard to read the signs for the exit, so I think this is an exit. And it is impossible to see the steps. So I'm gonna go on this road. The next place that I had planned is like a little island thing, and there's a park on it, but it's an hour away from everything on the metro. But it's only 6 p.m. and I have like 5 things that I had planned to do, so why not? That was interesting. There's a ton of people at this one.
欢迎光临思成龙亲手指麻薯。
It smells so good.
成龙平日
There's like these cookie dough things.
乾隆一口
These little cookie dough.
好，更多上新桌，欢迎来品
I don't know what you call this. It's awesome. It's like cranberry something. They got like fried meat there. That looks pretty good actually. So there's an exit and there's also an Adidas store. And a Nike store. Oh, this place looks nuts. I don't know if you can see the outside, but it looks crazy. Wow, crazy. These have those fish balls I was talking about. I gotta get them because I said I would. It's frozen whole octopus. I got the fish balls in this thing. They look awesome. I'm gonna find a place to put my camera up and try them. Okay, I gotta take them out of this bag. So they put like a sauce on them, and then there's like a, I think they're fish flakes or something. Wow, it smells really like fish. They're soft. They're really hot in the middle. And it's got like a piece of octopus or squid or something. Wow. It's like lava in the middle. So they're not like hush puppies or conch fritters. They're way like gooier in the middle. Like, it's like pancake batter, uncooked like pancake batter. It's pretty good. The fish flakes on the top really smell like fish. Anyway, I'm gonna have like 2 or 3 of these and then toss it because I still have to eat dinner. But they're good. It's really cold. Like definitely below 30. This is like real barbecue, American barbecue. Actually, I bet like a pit barbecue spot in China would go nuts. Like people would love it because they like, you know, meat basically, and it's all over the place. And I have not seen a single like smoked pit barbecue spot in China. I bet they would love it. It'd be super popular. This is how it works. So I guess there's a guy here, and they have like pineapple, lemon, and they fill the bottle up right here. This is durian. You can smell it.
Hello.
Durian. I had these in Shanghai, I think, or Suzhou. I had it on Suzhou. They're really strong. I'm gonna go back, but I'm just checking out the area around it first. So there's more like restaurants around that street. I wonder if it's always packed like that or if it's because it's New Year's. I should probably not walk in the middle of the road, huh? Bro, these guys are risking it. That's crazy. There's infinity food on the street. I ate one of those in, I think, Nanjing with scorpions. Oh, I think this is that snack store that they had in Qingdao. I'm pretty sure. So if you didn't see my Chengdu video, basically the way that this works is all of this stuff is by weight. So this is 19.8 RMB per 500 grams. So this is like the regular candy aisle, and this is like chips and like whatever the hell this is, juice packs or something. And it's all by weight. So some of the stuff is like insanely cheap. So the meat stuff is the most expensive, right? Like the meat snacks and the nuts and stuff. But if you want like cookies, let's see, is this per 500 grams? The cookie one is insane. Like you can get infinity cookies for basically less than $1. Yeah, like look at this. This bread thing, it's 8 RMB for 500 grams. And like, so look at this cookie, these little cookies and stuff, 2 RMB. So 1 RMB, excuse me, 7 RMB is $1, right? So you get 500 grams of these things. This is 500 grams for 8 RMB, $1 for 500 grams of this honey cookie thing. So people just go nuts in here. Like the last one that I went to, it was totally packed with kids. Like look at the line. People love this store because it's awesome. If you opened this in a U.S. city, it would be absolutely crazy how popular it would be. Like, look at how cheap this is. This is a giant bag of whatever that is, sunflower seed. It's awesome. I think this is egg, maybe. Nope. It's not eggs. I don't know what it is. It's like bread paper. People love the meat swords. They're absolutely enormous. They're like 3 feet long. Every time I got one though in the other videos, if you watch, they are really raw. Like it's not even rare. It's just like straight up like raw meat, basically. I was too afraid to eat the whole thing. And I'll eat rare steak for sure, no problem. But these are like really just like uncooked beef, basically. Or it might be pork. I have no idea what it is. They say it's niuro, which is beef, but it tastes like pork, exactly like pork. If you've ever had durian, it smells like onion, and it's got the texture of like thick pudding, and it's like onion pudding, and it smells really strong. It's not good. In my opinion.
好，就最后收他的免费送都可以，但现在不可以，可以吧？理解啊。15元5串，挑5串吗？来。
The smell of these bazaars like this is crazy. It's not a bad smell. It's just like every single food type all mixed together, really strong. It's like overwhelming. Okay, I'm back in the main square thing. I'm gonna check out what's over here. This is, I didn't go this way. It's got the stock market. Oh, that's one of these beer stock markets. So they have one of these in Manhattan, I guess, at a bar. Basically, as people buy certain drinks, the market goes up or down based on demand. So you can like get a super cheap, unpopular drink, and like, I don't know, Red Bull vodka or whatever would be super expensive. The popular drinks are expensive, and it's like market based, which is really cool. So 15 RMB for a beer, that's $2 basically, which is cheap. Like if you go to a ball game or something like this, some big popular thing in America, a beer would be like $8 to $10 last time I drank. So I'm in this Xiaomi store, escaping the cold. And the one thing I noticed about China is that the electronics are Western prices. Like a cell phone will cost like $700, just like it does in the United States. So even though like a lot of things are less expensive. Okay, so this is like $100 basically for these Xiaomi AirPods, which is, you know, how much it would cost for like some other non-Apple AirPods basically. And here's the bone conduction headphones. Those are $100 in the United States. So it's about, cell phone prices are about the same as in the West, I've noticed. Look, they have like the Facebook Ray-Ban knockoffs. Pretty cool. So this whole big line right here is for this one shop called Hot Dog, which must be the best thing. Because like there's a million of these shops and all these people are lined up knowing that Hot Dog is the one that they want. Let's see what it is. It's like a corn, it's like a shrimp on a stick. And all these people are lined up for this one. This must be the jam. I think that Qingdao might take the spot for the cheapest snacks. Like those little hot dog things and the Diet Cokes and stuff, everything's been super duper cheap. I mean, the most expensive thing I bought was those fish balls, and those were less than $3 for that. So food is pretty cheap everywhere in China, but this has been particularly cheap in Qingdao. There's some kind of mall in here. I'm gonna go inside because I'm freezing. I've been walking around for like 7 hours. Okay, I'm gonna head back towards the Olympic sailing place where my hotel is. Maybe go sit in the room for a minute and warm up, and then grab some dinner, or the reverse of that, and hang out in that area until the New Year's thing, I think. There's a big market under this mall. It's like a supermarket. Is this chocolate coin? Yeah. Wow. I think these are the candies that I was... Oh, these are the ultimate candies that are so good. I'm gonna get some. Those candies that I got are so good. I think I might buy a bunch of snacks and bring them back so that my mom and my friends can try them if I don't eat them all. Those ones, they're basically like the inside of a Butterfinger. And I had only seen the yellow one before, but there's a bunch of different colors. So while I was walking, I ate the pink one. I can't tell the difference. I think they might all be the same, and it's just like a different packaging, but it's so good. It's like just take the inside of a Butterfinger, but better. Like that's how I would describe it. It's so good. I've been walking around and checking out a few restaurants, and I just don't see anything that I want to eat. It's all like really serious seafood. Like you go and you pick out the fish that you want and all that everywhere around here, which is just not my... I'm not a big seafood guy. So there's this like Hisense plaza thing, like giant building. I'm gonna go check that out and see if there's any good restaurants or something to eat in there. If there's not, I'm just gonna go back to the hotel and ask them if they can use the hotel front desk number, and I'll order Meituan or something. Which is kind of lame, but like, I don't know. I don't want to eat a bunch of seafood, really. I just don't really like it. So I will continue to search for food. Man, there's so many cars parked on the sidewalk thing. I think everybody's coming up here for the New Year's Eve thing. There's a lot of nice friggin' cars. You know what? A ton of people in China drive this Tesla SUV, and I don't know if cars are cheaper in China or something, but that SUV is $100,000 in the United States. So if it's that much here, I think people are just balling out or something, because you know, food is cheap, rent is cheaper here. Maybe they just save up and use all their money in their car or something, but that's not a cheap car for sure in the United States. Maybe it's cheaper to import here or something. It's made in the US, most of it, so I have no idea. I might look that up later. Also, another small difference I noticed is, so sometimes people, as they walk in the United States, they'll whistle or like hum or something like that. here I don't hear anybody whistling, but sometimes people will be like very, very softly singing a song as they walk, and some of them are friggin' good. Like just now, as I'm walking to this Hisense building, and this isn't the only time that it's happened, there'll just be some girl walking, not like causing, like wanting attention, singing real loud, like karaoke or something. Those people, they hang out like on the riversides and stuff, and they have a mic, but she'll just be like slowly walking, maybe checking her phone, like singing a song, and you could tell they're real good at singing. Like this girl just now was like a very good singer, and just kind of singing to herself. Anyway, I noticed that it happens, pretty often. You'll like once a day at least, somebody will be singing, and they'll be usually pretty good. This might just end up being like a bunch of high-end clothing stores. If this is a mall, usually malls have really good food actually. Like really good Chinese food, stir fry and stuff like that. A lot of the time they'll have it. Every skyscraper is coordinated. It's not totally packed yet, but there's a ton of people. Okay, so it's 3 hours till midnight. I saw a ton of stuff. It's really cold outside. So the front desk person put in the hotel address and the hotel phone number for Meituan. So I'm gonna order some food up, which is I don't even know if it's gonna arrive on New Year's Eve, right at the New Year's Eve place. I don't know, at 9 p.m. This is really stupid, but if it comes in an hour, I'll still eat it. All right, Meituan ordered. Coke Zero, 2 liter. I'm about to drink some and get juiced up. This concert's cool. It's like a bunch of people are already here. It's 9:05. I think this place is going to be packed by midnight. Like, there's definitely thousands of people out there already. So I don't think I'm going to like save a spot and get out there like hours early in the freezing cold, but it's gonna take like an hour for this order to get to me, so I might go walk around some more. As soon as I got out of the cold, I feel like much more energized. So also, I appreciate that they put the remote control in a Ziploc bag. I don't know if you know that hotel trick, but one of the dirtiest places in the entire hotel is the TV remote control. And if you take the ice bucket bag that they give you to go get ice for an ice bucket in the American hotel, and you wrap the TV remote around that, and then it's like a glove basically. So that's a trick, and it looks like they automatically do that for you, so that's pretty cool. These I want to remember to give them to my friends and my family, but it's so hard not to eat them. They're so good. So what I'll probably do, it's like 9 right now. It's 3 hours until midnight. I saw a whole bunch of the sites. The only thing that's cool, there's 2 things that are cool that I didn't see. One is this lookout point on top of a mountain, but it's like it's an hour and a half by cab, or 2 hours. It's really far. It's outside of the city, and it's super dark and cold right now. It would suck anyway. And then the other is that park that's like an island, so I may go see that in the morning before I check out. So what I'm trying to think about right now is I don't really need to spend a bunch of time in Beijing the day after tomorrow. So that means I have a full day in Yantai. Tomorrow I'm going to Yantai. And then I'm thinking about asking the hotel to just hold my luggage and hang out in Yantai until like 1 p.m. or something. And then get back to Beijing by like 6 or 7 at night, and just get a hotel near the airport. The only thing I kind of want to see is Tiananmen Square, and I can make a reservation for that in the Forbidden City, but it's way out of the way, and it's very hard to go in and out. It's a huge pain, and I don't even know what the situation is with filming there. I wouldn't be surprised if I can't film at all inside Tiananmen Square. Can you guys see the lights popping off from the concert? It's great, and that's what I just closed the windows, and that's what it is. So hopefully it's not on till like 3 a.m. I don't know. What I do is I have I have my noise canceling headphones here, and to sleep, because I had some loud neighbor stuff going on, I put earplugs in, and then I put the noise canceling headphones on with noise canceling, and then I have like white noise that I play on my phone, and so I'm like dead to the world. If the bass can get through that from this concert, that would suck, but that's all I got. That's the only way I can cancel out the noise. So anyway, I'll have dinner in like 45 minutes, apparently. And I'll either go out there now for a few minutes or wait until I finish eating and then go out there at like 11 and just try to squeeze through the crowd or something. It might be jam-packed. It's really crazy. They might actually stop letting people into the concert after a while. There's like security there and stuff. Who knows? Either way, I'm right here, so there's no way I can miss it. And I can see the whole skyline from the hotel here. Let me show you. I have like the best view. The VIP ticket. You can see how many people are already there. This window's a little bit dirty, but there's a lot of people, and it's 3 hours until showtime. I might need to practice counting backwards in Chinese. I definitely cannot count backwards in Chinese. But anyway, right now I'm going to buy my ticket from Yantai to Beijing, because that is the only way I can be absolutely screwed. If that ticket gets sold out and I can't get from Yantai to Beijing on January 2nd, then I'm in big trouble. So I should just buy it now and make sure I'm there. That's all. I'm just thinking about the timetable, basically. When do I want to get to Beijing? So if I get there at like 4 in the afternoon, that means that I would go to Tiananmen Square or something. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I booked the train successfully from Yantai to Beijing. It's gonna be a transfer train. That's the only way I could leave at like 1:30 in the afternoon, and I get in pretty fast. So, and I transfer to Jinan. So I think that means a celebration with these mushroom chips. So they smell really good, like garlic. Whoa. These are good. They smell like breadsticks. Like a butter garlic. Here's a white one. Wow. These are very good. What? This is the best snack. These are insane. No way. They're so good. This takes it. This is the best snack. I would have these over the macadamia eggs and the meat snack. This is the best. 7-Eleven mixed mushroom crisps. Wow. These are 10 out of 10. No, these would kill in America. People would eat these for sure. Oh my God. Dude. China. I know, so the people in the comment section are making fun of me, especially the Chinese ones. They're saying like, dude, nobody eats these snacks that you eat. This is like garbage for college kids. I eat them. The China snack scenario. You guys, listen. When I came here, I realized what in America I take for granted, right? there are things in America that are good, and there are things that I wish I had because I now experience them with China. You need to you need to have a gratitude for your snack situation. Go to America and look at our snack situation. If you want beef jerky, that'll be $13, please. Seriously, I go to Buc-ee's every Monday before my speech club, and I get beef jerky. It's $13 for the bigger bag. You have infinite beef jerky, and it's like less than $1 for the most expensive beef jerky is like $2. Your almonds, dude, almonds in America are so expensive. All nuts are except for peanuts, are super expensive. Like a little tin of almonds is like $4.50 at Publix. And here, you can get a giant thing of almonds for like less than $2. This thing, amazing. The macadamia, there's no equivalent to the macadamia eggs in the United States. I've never in my entire life seen anything like macadamia eggs. And then these mushroom breadsticks is so good. These are insanely good. I'm gonna eat all these and ruin my dinner. Okay, chores complete. This is sad though. So I got my train to Yantai. That was actually a little complicated because some of the train stations in Qingdao are really far away. Like 2 hours metro, 2 hours taxi, very far. So I found the right one. It's an hour away by metro. And the taxi is longer, I think. Anyway, I leave tomorrow at like noon. So I'll just check out at like 11. This solves everything. So even if this place is like crazy at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep. I could sleep till like 10:30 in the morning, and then leave then. And then I got my train back from Yantai to Beijing, and I got a really cool hotel in Yantai, like right on the beach side, because it's the last like real night, right? The only thing I need now is a hotel in Beijing, and there's infinity hotels in Beijing. So I'll just get one near the airport that I don't need like a one near Tiananmen Square like I had last time. It was way overpriced. But anyway, and this room right here is the most expensive hotel of the whole trip. This room near this is crazy though. It's like right next to the I almost said Y2K, to the New Year's celebration. Awesome. Anyway, I'm going to be tired of seeing my face on this video. I've talked a lot in the camera this video, and I'm sure everybody else is. So I'll probably shut up until I finish eating, and it's not even 10 p.m. yet, so I have plenty of time. I'll head out there at like 11:15 or something. It's really cold, so I don't really want to stand out there for like another 2 hours. I've been in the cold for 7.5 hours or something. Also, I gotta say, every hotel gives you water, right? But look at this hotel. Gallon of water too. So 2 bottles in a gallon. This is cool. Like, I wish every hotel did this. Because what I do is before I come back to the hotel, I buy a liter at the store. And they gave me a gallon. This is 3.7 liters, so. All right. It's the end of the trip. And this trip was almost going to be, if I had gone last year, but there were circumstances that I don't need to get into that I couldn't go last year, it would have been an additional 6 days on the trip. I don't even know what I would have done. I guess I would have changed my flight back to be from Shanghai, and I would have gone to Shanghai for a second round because Shanghai's awesome. And then probably just keep going south and hitting more cities, hit 4 or 5 more cities or something. But this was a huge trip. This is the biggest vacation I've ever done in my life. I went longer technically. Right after college, I went with some buddies to Europe. I think we went for 5 weeks, but it wasn't like this. This is like the most places I've ever gone in the shortest period of time, and the most things I've ever seen. And I honestly don't think that I could have done this if I wasn't solo. I think being solo really unlocked everything. I can just change my plans whenever I want. I have infinite stamina to do stuff. The only time I ever kind of died down stamina is the last 2 days because it's so cold outside. It's really hard to just be out there. But the amount of things that I've seen per day, per city is like, it's only been restricted by things that, you know, out of my control. Like Gubeku, you know, I climbed the Great Wall. There's nothing else there, right? I'm not going to like sit there and watch the dirt. So things like that. As long as there's things to see, I saw them. And even though some of them are touristy for people who have commented that live in these cities, for me, they're new. And I saw some things that were not, like even tonight, walking down that neighborhood with those crazy stairs and stuff. That's cool. That's not like a really tourist thing that people are doing. And then the neighborhood, they looked like Presidio was so cool. Near Badaguan. Anyway, I have plenty of time to reflect on it later, but it's just because, you know, I kind of finalized the end of the trip that it's really making me think about all that I've gone through. And it makes me realize that I need to do traveling more. I have time off with my job. I could take a week off and go to Japan whenever it's like Memorial. If there's a 4-day weekend, seeing the amount of stuff that I can do in the short amount of time, I could go to like a Singapore or Korea, Vietnam, Japan, and like see so many things. And I don't need 3 weeks to do it. I could do it in 8 days or something. So I'm going to seriously consider that. The next big holiday, 4-day weekend or something, I might take a week off, and that would give me, you know, enough time to see it. Anyway, I'm going to wait for this food to get here and eat it. The guy hasn't even picked up the food from the restaurant, but it's supposed to be here in 4 to 20 minutes. I don't see it happening. Anyway. So it's 11:08 p.m. and I was looking outside to see what's going on with the New Year's Eve thing, and people are leaving the concert area thing. So I was like, am I in a different time zone on accident? No. It's 11:08 p.m. in Qingdao, so I don't know what's happening. I hope it's not like a city ordinance where they can't do anything past 11. I don't really know what's going on, so that would suck if I go down there and there's nothing going on. So, or maybe the countdown's in the May 4th square. I'm not sure. Maybe I should just walk down there soon and see, because I could walk to May 4th square easily by the time that it's midnight. Okay, I'm on my way to check out what's going down. I asked some girl in the elevator and she said she doesn't know if there's a countdown there. So, but a bunch of people cleared out. It's like way less people than it was. So I can only imagine that there's a countdown somewhere else. I don't know where they're all leaving to. So I asked the police and they said there's no countdown anywhere. This was the celebration. Dang, I guess I screwed that up. I can't. Let me get my thoughts straight. I thought if there's a giant concert that goes till late, they're certainly going to count down, right? But I guess not. It's just a concert and then everybody just kind of dips and then they don't really stay and do like a countdown. Allegedly. The cops said there's no countdown, but I don't know. Maybe it's worth walking to May 4th Square and people will do it anyway. But they turned off the skyscrapers too. The skyscrapers were all having a light show. So I guess there is no countdown. I'll walk down here and see what's up, but then I'll just turn around, I guess. I don't know. These yachts over here have all this coordinated lighting on them. It looks really cool. It doesn't look like everybody is sort of going into one place to do a countdown. I guess they're really not going to do it. It definitely seems like people are waiting for midnight, for sure. Like they're hanging out. There's people sitting down on their phones. I think it's just because it's freezing. It's hard to tell or something. Like people aren't hyped up because it's so cold. I don't know. The density of people ahead of me is a little bit more, but it's not like packed like it was at that concert. So I honestly have no idea what the situation is going to be. It's so weird, right? They have a concert till 11, and then they're like, okay, bye, on New Year's Eve. I do not understand that. It's got to be some kind of Chinese city noise ordinance thing. So there's this big concrete sign here that says Qingdao, and I think that this is where it's going to go down. I'm going to be here at midnight. I think this is the spot right here. People are chilling, waiting. There's these balloons everywhere. I think this is it. There's no boat out there that looks like it's about to shoot off fireworks or something, so it's like 5 minutes till midnight. It's so cold. It's feels like 18 or something. It's like 15% chance to snow. But I'm here. This is definitely the de facto like spot. You can see people kind of gathering around this concrete thing. I think that they don't want like a countdown, but people are just going to do it anyway. That's the only thing that I can possibly imagine being the case, is why you'd have a giant concert with flashing lights and then turn it off at 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve and say, okay, everybody out of here. That's the only thing I can think, is that they have like a city ordinance, but everybody's got their phone out, and there's a lot of people like with you can see this person has like the countdown app. Everybody seems to have this app thing that shows the countdown on their phone in big, huge numbers. So it's going down in Qingdao, China, New Year's Eve 2025. There's balloons everywhere. Happy New Year! Okay, I'm frozen. I'm like speed walking back to the hotel. Everybody seems to have the same idea. I'm glad that my hotel is this close, because it probably would have been mad. It's going to be madness right now on the metro, and if you try to get a cab, I bet it's going to be crazy surge and all that. But this is cool. Qingdao, China. I think last year, New Year's Eve, I was just sitting at home, I think. Or maybe I was with my mom in California or something. I'm not sure. But this is definitely the most memorable in a long time. Usually, when I was living in a city, it ended up being like, I don't know if people in the US are familiar with this, but they have like these New Year's parties basically, and you kind of wear a suit and you pay like $250 or something, and it's like in a hotel like banquet thing. It's like very common to do that now instead of like the big outdoor stuff, especially in Chicago because it's freezing. So everybody's just like drinking a ton, and this was really cool. This felt more, just felt better. Anyway, I'm gonna rush back to the hotel into the warm. And it's kind of funny because when I first got in there, I was like, oh man, it's really hot in here. I need to turn the air on and open the windows and stuff. And now I wish it was 81 in this hotel. And then the one in Beijing was 80. So, or the one in Tianjin, one of them was 80 degrees. I think it was the one in Beijing. There were two kids from the Olympic Training Center wearing like Olympic training shirt jerseys or whatever, jogging just now at midnight in 20-degree weather. That's how serious they are about it, I guess, for training. I don't know what their sport was, but just now, like a minute ago, they were jogging through the crowd. Also, I just put it together that Qingdao means clear island. I didn't even look at the characters until I just saw the sign that had it in English and Mandarin above it. Because Qing means clear and Dao means island. Okay, I am back in the warm hotel. Thank Jesus, it is so cold outside. And I can hear the people still partying outside in the 15-degree weather. The Chinese are very rugged with the cold. Like there's little girls out there in no gloves running around with their balloons just having a blast, not minding it. And then those girls with the peach leggings. I thought I had Viking Nordic blood, but apparently that doesn't matter. The Chinese are the real kings of the cold. Anyway, tomorrow the train doesn't leave till like noon, so I can sleep in, which I've been doing here and I never do when I'm in Florida. It's like I'm incapable of sleeping in normally, but here I'm able to sleep till like 10 sometimes. So I don't even need to consider getting up until 10 a.m. I was going to go check out this island park, but I looked into it a little bit just now before I started making this clip, and it's just like a soccer field that's an hour away, so I'm not doing that. So on to the next one. The next city and the final new city is Yantai, which is about an hour and 40 minutes away on the high-speed rail from here. I think I spoke about it earlier, but the high-speed rail situation at Qingdao is a little tricky. There are many high-speed rail stations, and I made sure to get the nearest one, which is about 30 minutes by taxi, an hour by metro. So I'm going to have a huge cushion of time, and the final train I'm going to take is like 5.5 hours, and there's a transfer from Yantai to Beijing, and that train doesn't leave until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I might do like a full afternoon in Yantai and have the hotel hold my bags and do whatever I miss that I want to hit during the day. So this is the final stretch. It's kind of sad, but it really does sort of demarcate a huge adventure that I've done with my life, and I can't possibly be happier with the outcome. I've been so blessed with the luck that I've had. There's been the only one day that rained was the day that I was leaving Nanjing, and I saw rain for like 5 seconds before I got out of there. And then, Gubeico was really snowy up on the wall, but that made it 10 times cooler, right? Like I'm walking on the Great Wall through a snow rode alone, and it's like 10 degrees. It was awesome. What a memory. Anyway, I'm so blessed to have people watching my YouTube videos. Like some of them have a couple thousand, and also two people said that somebody had stolen the content and put it and reposted it on Bilibili, which I don't care. I'm not trying to make money with these videos. They were originally for me, but I think that that's awesome. And I want to look for a link because I'm curious what they're saying. But one person said it's pretty popular with so Bilibili is like the Chinese version of YouTube, basically. So that's really cool. I tried to look for it for a little bit, but I couldn't find it. They must have used a different title or something. But yeah, the comments are really warm my heart, and the tips that you give me for cities, I've already well left the city, so I don't know how else I could have done it. So if I was in Hangzhou and somebody had a tip like, oh, you got to go here. But somebody did say, oh, if you're ever in Chengdu, go to the world's largest mall way ahead of time. They didn't even know I was going to go to Chengdu. And so I did that. So unfortunately, I don't think anybody ever guessed that I was going to go to Yantai. So I'm just going to be making it up. By the time that you see this video, I'll be way back in the United States probably. So anyway, like I said, thank you so much for watching my videos. Even though it's small by YouTube standards, to me, it's a huge amount of people. I thought it was going to be 0. So it actually kind of freaks me out that a lot of people are watching the videos. Now I'm self-conscious of everything that I'm saying, like, oh, did I sound like an idiot, or am I talking too much, or anyway. Also, I don't know why I kept saying we. I was watching a YouTube video earlier today, and it's this guy who fixes electronics, and he says we also. So I think it must be some kind of psychological thing where I think that people are with me when I'm filming myself, and that it's common among people who film themselves. They just speak in like the royal we, it's called. So I don't know. I did rewatch one of the videos that people were asking questions, and it did sound like I'm like in a group. So they were rightly confused, saying, "Hey, is it you alone?" The title says solo. Where the hell? Who's we? I guess we is us, right? So you're involved in this journey too. Just kidding. Okay, well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed. It is 12:30 at night. It's way past my bedtime. I might have one more. I designated some of those Butterfinger snacks as for my family, but I think I might have to get them other snacks, and then these will be for me now. Today is the most pig out day I've had for sure. I feel disgusting with how much I snacked all day. And did I have lunch? No, I had those hot dog things. 2 of them. Well, 2.5. And then I had the octopus, like, lava balls. They were so hot on the inside, but I really did only eat 3, though. I promise you. I got 6, and I only ate 3 of them. And then I got way too much stir fry and ate a lot of it. And I just felt so disgusted with myself after. But that's not going to stop me from having some candy before I go to bed, just so that I can rot my teeth too, right? Anyway, well, like I said, thank you for watching. If you're me in the future, you better be grateful that I went out in this cold. Me in the future, that me and you in the past went out in this freezing cold when you were tired and warm in your hotel room. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.